So you've seen that picture of Godzilla and Oppenheimer, right?
Yeah,
I unironically love that picture
I can understand why.
because like I saw a video of like the ending of Oppenheimer, Godzilla edit, and it's just like, why is this so good?
Largely because of the metaphor that Godzilla was originally conceived to be in the first place.
Yeah, like I can only imagine how Oppenheimer in the Godzilla universe, how he would feel. And I don't know why Red's comment irked me, but it did.
What comment was that? Let me look. What comment?
Um, -1 removed the goofy aspect of the plastic suit and showed just what kind of danger Godzilla truly was.
Okay, yeah, I can see why that can irk you. While it is a genuine opinion, and I don't think he meant anything by it, it's just how he personally views the film series.
I mean,
Like,
I know he
put some
did.
respect on the original suit actor. They legit set that thing on fire.
Yes, and for the time, like the there's a reason why the original 1954 Godzilla movie is considered a horror movie.
Because it genuinely was horror.
Yes.
It was intended to be a warning against what nuclear weapons can do.
The American version, I'm not gonna say it neutered that, but the impact was a lot less than what it should have been. I will say though, um, Raymond Burr's Steve Martin in the American movie was memorable enough that they brought him back in Godzilla 1984. However, Godzilla 1984 was very uh, rather they brought him back for actually I don't know if they brought him back for the jet for I don't know if it was just the American
It
version they
wasn't the
brought.
flavor.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was in the just the American version or not. But regardless, I love how the American version is just pro-American, like pro-America, and how Raymond Burr's character even gives a speech about how we must safeguard the world from these dangers, like we as in America. And then out comes Godzilla.
Hooray, studio interference.
Out comes Godzilla versus Biolante like a year later, or maybe it was a few years later. It was at least a couple. And guess who the villains are in the movie? And I don't mean like the giant monster. I mean the human villain.
Quite literally just America as a whole.
Well, basically yes. the beginning of the
I'm
movie,
keeping it simple to keep the conversation moving.
huh?
I'm keeping it simple to keep the conversation moving. I'm aware there's a lot more nuance to it.
Well, I mean, in the very beginning of the movie, there's a bunch of Americans trying to steal Godzilla's leftover DNA, and they're doing things that I believe count as terrorism. And they, like, some American agents show up later to still try and get a hold of Godzilla's DNA, only for them to, like, get attacked by, like, a different agent.
Never let it be said that American hypocrisy was a new invention.
No, I just love how Japan handled, like, what we did with the 84 movie, because it's like, they saw our take of the 84 movie, and they're like, yeah, oh, okay, alright, okay. You want to play ball? We'll play fucking ball.
Proceeds to light the baseball on fire before throwing it.
uh, anyway. Hi, everyone!
Something, Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody!
The counter of spoofs may be closed for the year, but the horrors keep going.
We still haven't mentioned to escape. To escape from.
The Wi-Fi here sucks, by the way.
Hello, everyone! Welcome back to the stream. Vegas Bear here, as always, with Mekumon.
Oh!
And as you can clearly see, the Cavern of Spooks is over. October has gone and passed. Halloween has gone and passed. It was a wild ride. I will finish the Cavern of Spooks 2 playlist later. But yeah, we're back to the schedule, sort of. Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to be playing different games since Taro and Webb are still on sabbatical. So, I'm going to say part 4 of Super Robot Wars, Mekumon is Unbreakable, is probably over. And we're going to move on to part 5, Purple Wind.
I love the fact that you just keep the JoJo references going with that.
Yes. Oh, it's only going to get harder, though. Because, like, we got Golden Wind, Stone Ocean, Steel Ball Run, JoJolion, JoJo Lands, which I have got to get back into reading, because...
Well, I have one for the ocean one anyway.
Huh?
I have a name suggestion for that ocean one at least.
Okay.
Call it Wild Ocean, in reference to the Gera Robo we've been developing behind the scenes.
Wild Ocean, yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, so yeah, the schedule's gonna be different. Only a little. Wednesday is still my day off. Last week was a special occasion. And we're gonna be playing some shorter games I'd say shorter, but short-ish games on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, since today is Monday, let's get this party started.
I don't even want to know what I suspected. I hate this mansion, man.
So it's been about a month since we last played Resident Evil 1 Remake.
Been a hot minute.
So I had to look up our last stream to remember what we did. And I noticed a trend with a lot of what we've been facing recently, hence the title of the stream.
Everything is giant.
Because we fought a giant snake, we fought a giant shark. There's giant spiders.
This is just the castle of Nope at this point.
Fear can't kill you, but... Actually, fear can kill you.
Yeah.
You can...
One of the downsides of mind over matter.
Yeah, you can die from shock. Organic chemistry lab experiment. Right, this is for a thing I don't think we actually have to do. It's basically just makes it so we don't have to fight a boss in the game. But I'm gonna fight that boss. Meanwhile, one of the games that we're going to be playing just finished downloading. And for anyone curious, it's Kona 2.
Ooh.
Because we did Kona 1. That was the one where we were in Quebec, Canada, in the middle of a freak snowstorm, trying to solve a murder.
The one where we learned Bear has no navigation instincts whatsoever. I'm teasing you, man.
I'm trying to remember, like, did that happen?
You kept getting lost.
Right.
Which I largely blame on the snowstorm. But still, it makes for a funny joke. Turns out Bear has no navigation instincts whatsoever.
That's why Scanner Sombra is so easy.
Hey, if it's any consolation, I have absolutely nothing for navigation instinct too.
Listen, at least it wasn't a sandbox game, because then I would be... Listen,
Really up the creek?
Yes, because you don't want me behind the wheel of a car in a sandbox game. There is a clip on
Noted.
on Twitch that shows exactly why I should not be allowed behind the wheel of a car
In a video game.
in a video game. I'm actually a very I feels like I'm just tooting my own horn, but I want to say I am a pretty decent driver.
Take it from me, folks. I have been in a vehicle with him. He is a very safe driver, IRL.
Yep. In video games, there are no restrictions. There are no more. There's no reason for me to not run a red light.
Because every driving simulator is GTA, right? Right. My excuse is that I grew up on racing games, so I am programmed to do everything wrong.
See, my problem, like, one time I drove, like, the way you would normally in, like, a GTA game, or at least a GTA style game. You want to know what happened?
But
Cars kept crashing into me.
that legit sounds like a cheat from another game somewhere. The evil cars cheat. But is it really a cheat if it's actively hurting you?
Like, I was trying to be nice and follow like the rules of the road, but all these fuckers are like, no, fuck you.
How dare you be a law-abiding citizen?
Exactly. They would honk at me for I would be like behind a car. Oh shit! Fuck. Well, boss time.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I was gonna make a joke about New Jersey traffic, but the way you described it before I realized that's not Jersey. That's New York. Viewers out there, you can't get that at me. You know it's true.
Fuck.
Like, I will really admit, hey, there isn't much difference, but it's potent enough to notice.
And there we go. We killed the giant plant.
Another giant thingy. Yeah. Get up there. I need something. Come on.
And we found a mansion key. Let's see, what key is this? Examine.
Where the hell's Luigi?
There's a helmet. It's the helmet key. We finally found the fucking helmet key. So I think that means we can go back to the mansion, I believe.
You know, I may have brought this up before, but I'll say it again. Given the molded details they included on the Studio Series 86 Optimus, it wouldn't surprise me if they decided to just re-release the figure without the trailer, roller, or the blast effects, and give it a G1 toy accurate paint scheme.
Yeah.
At least in meter class or something. And now, back to the horror. Oh dear God, what am I staring at?
Wesker.
Hey, it's Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Why do I have
I
a strange,
understand.
incredible
Anyway, it's good
urge
that
to
you're
punch
safe.
him?
Did you notice? Barry, he sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
Okay, here's hoping the tentacle won't fucking kill me. Actually, wait a minute. We killed the plant. The tentacle is no more. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to use a first aid spray. That will lower my rank. But I don't really care about the rank, so...
This right here? This is part of my biggest with Umbrella. You could easily rule the world of pharmaceuticals, and I'm pretty sure they already are, with this first aid spray stuff, and they still feel the need to make bioweapons. again, and I'm pretty sure I heard this somewhere, but I can't remember where. There isn't nearly as much money in saving lives as there is in ending them.
Yep. Granted, I can tell you right now, there was no money made in the Raccoon City incident. That was just a shit show. But we do see hints of what Umbrella would have been doing in some of the CG movies. Because there are some, like, in one of the movies, there's a group selling bioweapons to both sides of a conflict.
So they're Anaheim Electronics, just for, you know, organic shit. Got it.
This is
More or
Jill.
less.
Does anybody hear me?
I hear you, Brad.
For
Over.
those of you who are not as familiar with Gundam by now as
Bravo team.
longtime viewers,
Doesn't matter. We're still
Anaheim
alive.
Electronics was a company in the Mobile Suit Gundams
Brad.
series,
This is Brad. If you can't answer
original
this, give me a sign.
Zeta, Double Zeta, and so
Jill
on.
to Brad. Can
That-
you hear me?
In large part,
Brad.
developed mobile suits and sold weapons to both sides
Brad.
of the active conflict at any given time.
Shit. It's broken.
Intentionally leading technologies to either side in order to keep the conflict going as long as possible.
Because war is profitable. Yes, I just used a grenade launcher on a zombie. No, I don't think that's overkill.
If nothing else, the zombie dog was already dead, so you're not really hurting it.
Ah, it stakes.
What happy snakes?
And I am out of ammo for the grenade launcher. Where are you dropping from? Here's hoping I can find a bunker or something, because I have been poisoned. There's a green herb. I don't need that. Use this thing to protect yourself from that bulletproof thing in chains. I went ahead and fixed that piece of crap door too, Barry. So he finally fixed the door in the mansion that was broken.
Hooray! One less thing to worry about.
Yep. I'm gonna have to go back and try and get a blue herb because I don't think there are any out in the mansion. This is the wrong door. Back leads out to Lisa Trevor's cabin. What the fuck do I think I'm gonna do over there? Of course, the snakes are still here.
Because of course they are.
So I'm gonna need to go back into the house. And grab that last blue herb. Because I know I'm gonna get hit by the snakes on my way back. Yep, there we go. Yep. Alright, cleared the poison. And I can get my health back with that green herb back over here.
So, I don't know how much of my work in the background you're hearing, but I'm kind of fixing an issue I found with one of my bots here.
I hear the clickety clack.
So, since it did not want to fully rotate into and out of place for vehicle mode, so I had to file down some excess plastic for the spot where it's supposed to rotate in and out of vehicle mode.
Right.
Slow going.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about the hunters. Whew. Yeah, so we've just been introduced to another type of enemy. The hunters.
Oh, goody.
These are fast, efficient killers. And they are...
At least what Umbrella considers efficient.
and they are scary as fuck to fight.
A little. Alright, that's one medallion. You use the helmet key. Yay! But it broke.
Ha! something handwritten, it's not dated. Nothing's changed. I never thought this room I designed as an experiment would pay off like this. I can hide here safely for a while because nobody knows about the secret behind this painting, not even Sir Spencer. Painting of a mansion in the back of the art room. I believe that is the costume. I believe that is the room where the costumes are. Alright, let's see what's in this room. A zombie!
Congratulations, I win. Don't you mean I win?
No. Right, so I need a round ball. Where the fuck do I find that? I just realized I don't believe I have taken my afternoon medication. Give me a minute.
So, everybody in the audience, how are you doing today? Also, I apologize for the fact that my voice keeps cutting out. New mic. Still working out the bugs. Sorry about that, folks. again, I wish I could stop just as badly as you wish I'd stop.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
While I was down there, I figured I would cook up some food and get a soda.
Excuse me. Stupid goddamn allergy attack.
So, the country is losing its collective mind. I say this because
What
it's
happened this time?
I say this because it's election season. Everyone's just going crazy. Oh my god! He literally jumped up the stairs. Also, I watched episode 5.
Dear God, the start of a line.
I've started.
No, seriously, the stars must have aligned or something because the YouTube stream and the Twitch one are basically in sync for me. Less than a second difference.
Holy crap! So I watched episode 5 of Don Da Don. And I was debating whether or not I should even watch it. Because I've read, like, I recently reread, like, early Don Da Don. And I read, like, earlier this, like, last month, I read the chapter episode 5 is adapted from, and I was debating whether or not to even watch the episode, because it's like, I already know what's going to happen. But
that's the thing. Things change from the manga adaptation to the anime.
that's true. And I did
It would
this.
be like saying, I no longer need to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist because I've read the manga.
Yeah. But, well, eventually I just said, you know what, fuck it, I'll just play the episode in the background, and if it catches my attention, it catches my attention. And I'm glad I did that, because it caught my fucking attention.
Looking forward to hearing this.
So, this episode is the introduction to Arya. She is a pink-haired girl who is in the opening. She is a kind of important character. Oh god, okay. Woo! She's kind of an important character because, well, alright. So, the upcoming arc involves her heavily, because it's her introduction. But she also sort of becomes a member of, like, the group, the hero group. And it's often said as a joke, but she also says that she's the leader of the group. And in recent chapters, she has actually been acting like an actual leader.
Hooray, character development.
Mm-hmm. But this arc, like I said, it's her introductory arc, and oh boy. I forgot some stuff that happened in this arc. Like, I won't say anything because spoilers. I don't want to ruin anything for anime-only fans. But when Arya first shows up, and I can say this because it's in the episode that's out. When she first showed up, she was a grade A bitch. She thought she was she thought she was super important. All that just because she was pretty.
Oh, one of those.
Yep. She in her first introduction, she bumps into the main character Okarun, and she apologizes, and then she starts getting kind of flirty with him, even touching his shoulder or his arm rather. And as Momo, the other main character, is watching this, she's like, "Wait, I thought Okarun said he didn't have any friends." And then as Arya is walking past, she's just shit talking Okarun like. You see that otaku? I bet he's never even talked to a girl before. He's probably never gonna talk to one ever again. Something. Something. Crap. Hold on. It was like.
The gist we have gotten.
Yeah, basically, she's one of those types that thinks that, just by being nice to the less fortunate, as she words it, she's giving them a taste of something that they'll never have a chance at getting. She is one of those. And oh boy, do I hate her. In the beginning, at least. Like I said, she does grow.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. She does grow as a character, especially when you learn like what her deal
I
is.
do hope she at least got humbled.
Oh, the biggest humble you have ever humbled.
I heard you like pie. Have some of this. It's humble pie.
So this part is spoilers. So be careful. She's spread because Momo used her telekinetic powers to drop a dish pan or whatever on her head for messing with Okarun. She believes that Momo is some kind of witch and that she was the one that dropped the pan on her, and then starts spreading rumors about her. And eventually she comes out and says that I spread those rumors. Momo is not like that. And then all of her friends they just disown her. Confidential. Chief of Security. Date. July 22nd. End of spoilers, by the way. 1998. 2:13. X day is drawing upon us. Execute the following procedures within 1 week. Prompt actions are demanded. 1. Lure stars to the estate and obtain BOW's raw combat data against stars. 2. Collect embryos of each mutated specimens as samples, excluding the tyrant. Dispose of the tyrant. 3. Ensure complete disposal of Arclay Laboratory, including all personnel and test animals. Disguise their deaths as an accident. And the above procedures are executed. Report to headquarters for further instructions. If for some reason you are unable to execute the procedure by the deadline, report immediately. In case of emergency situations, report directly to extension number 5691. Good luck. Umbrella Headquarters, Umbrella Inc. But yeah, she gets the humblest of humbles.
Good.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching more Dawn to Dawn. Actually, I just realized today's Monday. That means there's a new chapter of Dawn to Dawn out right now. Let me just find the site. There it is. I'm getting distracted. I really should not be reading Dawn to Dawn while I'm streaming. Oh, there's 2 of these things. Okay. I did not realize that at all. damn it. Too much crap. Might as well put the box in here too until I can get what I need for it. Alright, we got the yellow gemstone. Now we can get the red. I just need to remember where... Oh, God.
Another one of those things.
Yep. And I'm in caution. Crap. Oh, shit! Okay, so putting in the red jewel is a bad idea.
It's like giving ground off kind of the blue orb. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
Also, it's like accidentally stabbing yourself with your own tools repeatedly. Ow. You know, universe, and all of the nat ones you tend to give me, I would like to keep my blood. Time, thank you. Almost there.
That's a good thing I don't give a crap about my rank, because it's gonna be like tanking with all these health sprays I'm using. Put the red gem into the jewelry box, and then all the pieces fall out. Okay.
Almost like the need for competition is an evolutionary thing, and we evolve to need cooperation instead or something. Oh, there's so many competitive Pokemon players that are gonna be trying to kill me now.
And boom. Oh, a brooch. It's actually a key.
Oh, I don't know what a snail would want with a brooch. finally, there we go. Only took me the majority of the stream, but I got the goal I was searching for.
And that is
An Optimus Prime whose head doesn't want to snap right off.
fair enough.
I was explaining this earlier, but the way his transformation works, there's a panel you have to rotate backwards in order to tuck his head into his torso. Mine had a little too much plastic in specific areas, leading it to not wanting to flip in at all. And in fact, the more I tried to force it to go where it needs to go, the more it felt like it wanted to break.
Well, that's unfortunate.
All it took was take down a little plastic, and there we go.
You know,
I understand why Megatron is so frustrated in his attempts to kill Optimus, though. Prime is a resilient mother trucker.
I do have to wonder, though. What is the objectively, like, the worst Transformers toy Hasbro has ever released? Like,
Depends on your criteria.
like it doesn't work as intended, or it just breaks apart.
Built to rule.
Built to rule?
Like, by the criteria you've given me, the only thing I could even think to suggest is the short-lived Lego knockoff Built to Rule.
Huh. I've never heard of that.
It started up around Transformers Armada's time. Only lasted a little bit into Energon's run before it finally petered out. You could call it the ancestor of Creo if you want to, because that's effectively what it is. Straight up Lego-ized versions of their existing product line with the intent of, you know, cashing in on Bionicle's popularity at the time.
So I just looked up a list of the 15 worst Transformer toys ever made.
I get the feeling the name TJ Omega has popped up somewhere.
No. It would be CBR. I think it's Comic Book Grant.
I've never really put much stock in them, but to each their own.
Well, at number 15, we've got Transformers Prime Deluxe Arachnid.
Yeah, that one is horrible.
I have that toy. It sucks.
I don't, and I know it sucks.
At 14, we have Beast Machine's Supreme Cheetor.
I had that one growing up. The fact that I don't anymore should tell you a lot.
Number 13, Transformers Armada Sideswipe.
I don't own it, but I fiddled with it. And yeah, they made some choices with that figure that really compromised it. The Minicon gimmick, the weird boxing gloves that he has in bot mode, it's all just kind of...
Number 12, Universe Galvatron.
2008?
It doesn't say.
Does this Galvatron turn into a tank?
Yes.
I had that one. I only half-heartedly agree with this one, because for what it was, I was still happy to have it. But for Galvatron, it was too small. The transformation was fiddly as heck, and it reeked of budget cuts because you could tell it was intended to be bigger with a third mode that got aborted midway through development.
Yeah, it says here it was originally designed as a Voyager-class figure before being downsized.
Much like classic Optimus Prime was designed as a deluxe before being upsized.
Number 11.
Like, ever wonder why the...
Sorry.
You know what, I'll let you finish first.
Number 11, Generations Windblade.
Debatable.
They said her face is culturally offensive.
Because she's designed to look like she's wearing a boot? Really?
Yes. Number 10, Revenge of the Fallen
Like,
Scalpel.
come on, this was the fan-voted bot. She looked the way we designed her. If we're not happy, look in a mirror.
Yeah. Number 10, Revenge of the Fallen Scalpel.
I remain blissfully oblivious to that one.
It is a microscope that turns into some weird spider-ass thing. Number 9, Koro Q Megatron.
I got nothing.
The Koro Q line was designed as super deformed toys with an old school design. Kids pull them back and watch them go, and while there's nothing wrong with Transformers for kids, the Megatron of this line was really awful. First, the obvious issue, this toy is super simplistic. If part of the Transformers' joy for you is to figure out how to transform the toy, you'll be let down. And transformed gun form is pretty weird because it only looks good from the side. Head on, the gun is monstrous. Why would you look at the gun head on?
Reminds me of all the jokes about forward-facing hunters.
Number 8, movie
The
legend.
most cursed one by far is forward-facing Phineas fighting.
Number 8, movie legends jazz. What the fuck? In some ways, the movie version of Jazz already had built-in controversy. In the very first live-action Transformers, Jazz was envisioned as a racist caricature of an African-American male. I'm sorry! I did not realize that Scatman Crothers, I know he didn't voice him in the live-action movie, but, you know, he voiced Jazz.
Dead by dead.
Yeah, he voiced the Jazz originally. I didn't realize Scatman Crothers was considered racist.
Like, last I checked, every version of Jazz sounds the way they do because just tend to picture Mr. Cool.
First, robot mode has some issues. There are not many paint applications going on here, making Jazz look like globs of silver and black. The car doors attached to the arms and legs, making him look a bit goofy. But the main sins are in the vehicle mode. The clean lines of the car are broken up by protrusions from the front, and inexplicably, the robot mode's grill on the roof. Sloppy looking and sloppy design.
Understand why I don't put much in these guys, huh?
So, I will agree with the grill, because I'm looking at the picture of the vehicle mode, and you can clearly tell that that's just Jazz's chest piece, which is the grill of the car, on the roof of the car.
I didn't say they'd make occasional good points, but let's take
But yeah,
culturally insensitive. Really?
also the bit about the arms and legs. I mean, have you like? This is a small ass figure. What do you want? The doors to
It's
be?
meant to be small, simple, and inexpensive for younger kids to collect.
Number 7 G1 Ironhide.
It's because he doesn't have a traditional head, isn't it? I am convinced it's because the G1 Ironhide and Rat heads, because of the mold's origin being, you know, they would have had a pilot there instead.
The robot mode is a blocky, ugly mess looking more like the suit of a vintage cosmonaut than a transformer. In fact, your only hint that it's not a suit for humans is a creepy black head peeking through the windshield. If the overall design doesn't haunt you, the face surely will.
And yet, it still had fun with this toy anyway.
Number 6, Generation 1 Top Spin.
Okay, now that's fighting words. See, remember how I mentioned how my first Transformer hand-me-downs with my uncle?
Mm-hmm.
Among them were Top Spin and Twin Twist. And I had a lot of fun with those guys. The Jumpstarter gimmick didn't work all the time. I didn't need it to. They were quick, fun little guys, and pocket-sized. So I could take them with whenever they needed something for, you know, a trip to the bank while my parents were taking care of stuff or the like.
So, it's funny that you mentioned that, because their main gripes against this is that the figure design is bad. His vehicle mode looks like no vehicle in particular, and his robot mode looks like something you'd get for a quarter at the supermarket. Finally, that gimmick of popping into robot form meant you didn't actually get to transform him. Where's the fun in that?
I don't know. Ask all the various Automorph gimmicks.
Number 5, Power Core Combiner's Double Clutch.
And now we get back to something that I can at least understand.
Just looking at this thing.
Power core combiners were messy.
Yeah, just looking at the combined form for double clutch, wow.
The idea was that they wanted to kind of replicate the time style of combining with drones to make these larger bots, making these drones interchangeable between figures. We'll get back to the evil residency in a little bit. They're kind of...
We're almost done. We've got 4 more to go. So let's just get through these. Number 4, Transformers Go Ninja Team. Honestly,
perspective, for what they need to do, I think they work fine.
it just looks like a Sentai Megazord. Number 3, Age of...
So, you know how Transformers Energon had, like, two bots where one formed the top and the other formed the bottom?
Yeah.
Take that concept, then take Rail Racer from RID-01, merge the concepts.
Okay.
The 3-bot combiner stacking on top with each a different part of the guest off.
Alright. Number 3, Age of Extinction Leader Prime.
Excuse me, what?
Age of Extinction Leader Prime.
The one that combined with the trailer?
Nope.
No, wait, that's Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, this is the one that had the Dinobots.
Oh. Ah, the Shell Former. Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Uh-oh. Okay, May, come on, I'm gonna need you to sit down. Because I don't know how you'll react to this one.
Alright.
Number 2, Energon Hotshot.
Very much forcing myself back under control for this one because while I did grow up with that figure and I do have a nostalgic connection to it, I am not nostalgia blind to its flaws. The proportions were wonky. Neither of the combined modes really worked all that well. And the vehicle mode kind of looked like something you'd see in the Play School GoBots around the time.
Okay. And then finally, number 1, Pretender Grimlock.
Okay. Who do I need to kill?
I'm gonna...
They dare besmirch one of the more interesting designs for the King of the Dinobots? Calm down. Calm down. Look, whether I owned this figure or not, I do have an appreciation for what it is, what it did, and what it inspired. So, you know Classics Grimlock from around 06?
Yes.
He was based on his Pretender design.
Huh.
In terms of how the figure transformed and the, you know, accessory slash kibble management. That was Pretender Grimlock that got turned into Classics Grimlock.
Interesting. Also, I chose not to read what they wrote because it would only piss you off more.
I thank you for trying to keep me from exploding. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, you're right. I just looked up classics Grimlock, and yeah, that is absolutely the design I saw for the Pretender.
See what I mean?
That's
Like, yeah,
not a bad design.
the Pretender shell gimmick is what it was, and there was a version of that design that was the shell. But like, for what it was a fine little Grimlock.
I was expecting like
Something unrecognizable.
something really obscure. Like, I don't know, like the original Magmatron figure. Yeah?
I'll be honest.
Hold on. Alright, I'll be right back.
Part of me was dreading the inclusion of anything from RID-01.
Yeah. No.
So, yeah. I apologize for the sheer anger there, folks. As you've likely already gathered, the Transformers series means a lot to myself and Bear.
That it does. That it does. So, I only caught the tail end of that.
I was apologizing for the barely averted explosion.
Ah.
I was genuinely scared they'd throw something from actually good from, like, well, I guess they did throw in some actually good stuff in there, because, you know, top spin and twin twist. But, like, first off, it's like they never even considered a space jet. Second off, I'm getting off track. I was worried they'd include more figures that I knew for a fact were good designs, were fun for her kids growing up. It's like a lot of their complaints were them forgetting that Transformers was designed for children from the get-go.
Yeah. It's something I always have to, like, remind people of with Transformers, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider. This show is...
Like, yeah, there's a lot of adult fans, and there are plenty of things for adults to like about the series. But its primary audience is and always has been children. And that's how it's gonna stay for the foreseeable future. 40 years strong and going.
Yep. They are more concerned about the target demographic. Which is why when Ichi yells about belt mechanics on the podcast, I can't help but laugh. Because no Japanese kid is going to give a shit about belt mechanics.
At least not the casual audience.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could argue there's just as much being done for adults nowadays. And I tell you this. Yeah, it can be seen as such for the adult collectors. It can also be them trying to reintroduce these characters for a younger generation. Like, outside of anybody who was unfortunate enough to watch Revenge of the Fallen, who the hell is gonna go see it?
Can't get out. I've tried every possible way to escape, but only be faced with the reality that I'm trapped. I've been everywhere, the laboratory with the large glass tubes filled with formaldehyde, and those dark, wet, eerie caves. What can I do? First, I didn't want to believe my eyes, but that familiar high-heeled shoe in the corridor. It was like reflex. One name came to my mind. Jessica. I don't want to believe they share the same fate as me. No. I can't give up hope. I have to hope they're alive. I haven't had anything to eat or drink for the past few days. I feel like I'm going crazy. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to die like this? I was too obsessed with designing this ghastly manor. I should have known better. It was dark. It was a dark and damp underground tunnel. And another dead end. But even in the darkness, something caught my eye. Carefully, I lit the last match I had to see what it was. A grave. But deeply engraved in the stone was my name. George Trevor. That instant, it all became clear to me. Those bastards knew from the beginning that I'd die here, and I fell right into their trap. It's too late now. I'm losing it. Everything is becoming so far away. Jessica? Lisa? Forgive me. Because of my ego, I got both of you involved in this whole damn conspiracy. Forgive me. May God justify my death in exchange for your safety. George Trevor. And we have a ladder.
Zombie apocalypses ain't pretty, fool.
Gee, okay! I was not ready for that. Giant fucking spiders.
Who would have been?
Fucking giant spiders! My God!
I think I know the perfect reaction in if I can get the soundboard working. So, I figure, while it's on my mind, I might as well make this offer to you now. Should you ever come into possession of a Titan's Return Fortress Maximus, at any point after I say get the Hazlap Omega Prime, or heck, even before then. If you want the version of Three Bros that comes with that set, I will hand it over.
Okay.
I figure, hey, better that someone gets to use it. Well, between us, it pluses the risk of a certain robot vampire over. I may have my collection getting his hands on, you know, that specific Fortress Maximus. Speaking of which, that actually gives me an idea for Transformers Odyssey, since you've got Dracubot among the crew.
Okay.
Who else would know how to fight a robot vampire better than another robot vampire?
True. He would have experience fighting against both his own kind and others.
So I figure, should any version of the RIDO1 Galva Bob in Odyssey, there you go, Dracubot could offer pointers on how to deal with him.
Question is, do the same weaknesses still apply?
That is entirely up to the writer to decide. I don't exactly know what kind of skill set and weakness list that Dracubot is working with, so I can't say for certain.
I imagine like standard vampire power set. He is based off Dracula, so I don't know, like. I mean, we know he can turn into a bat bot. Maybe he can also turn into a wolf bot.
I mentioned this before, but I love how you, like, I love how the Gatehouse theme sounds like there's a siren playing in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
Everything alright?
Yeah. Stepdad kept calling me before I even had a chance to say anything. Oh boy. Alright, folks, we're going to have to end it here for today.
I mean, we were already at the roughly 2-hour mark anyway.
Yep. So, thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92.
And Mekumon.
We are glad to be back to our regular schedule after the chaos that was Cavern of Spooks. Tomorrow, we will be playing a fan favorite of mine. Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Ooh.
The first Metroidvania game. At least I think it was. Yes, I believe it was. Because, you know, Vania was Metroidvania. So, anyone who has been watching Castlevania Nocturne or has been getting hyped up for Season 2, you're going to want to tune into this because this is basically just Nocturne. Minus a few key points, but still. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. If you like the stream and what we do, feel free to support us by donating through Twitch or subscribing to the Twitch channel. If you don't want to or can't, because we get it. We're all broke down here, Georgie.
We're all broke down here.
Georgie. You can support us in other ways, such as simply watching the stream, following the Twitch channel, which will grant you access to my Discord. You can also support us through word of mouth. Get our name out there. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell
anybody you think will be interested in our style of content.
Yes. Share the stream, share the videos, share the Twitch clips. There are some recent ones from our little journey into the world of Amanda the Adventurer that are pretty funny.
On site, my guys. On site.
She saw my guy Wooly and just went, no! No existence for you!
And was basically all huffy about it when she was overruled.
Yeah. Alright. So, with all that said and done, we will see you tomorrow with Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Till then, stay safe, stay comfy.
Stay safe and stay comfy.
And if you're commissioned to build a mansion for a very shady man, maybe reconsider. Alright. Peace.